Hello students. So today we will continue on lesson 5 Adobe Photoshop CC. So in the last class we have studied about all the tools of the tools panel. Now today we will study how we create a new file in the Adobe Photoshop. So first of all we have to open the Photoshop and create a new image file by selecting the file tab, and there you will find the new option. So see, the new document dialog box will open when you click on the new. So this will open the new document dialog box, and this dialog box allows you to create a document using the selected templates from Adobe Stock. From there you can select any template. Across the several categories that include the photo, print, art and illustration, web, mobile, film and video within the dialog box. You can find the more templates using the search for more templates on Adobe Stock search box. Okay, so this you have studied in the last class also. Now I move to the next topic. So how we insert the images? Inserting images. Now to insert any image, we have to follow the given steps. We open a new file in the Photoshop CC, and after that we click on the file menu and choose either the place embedded or place linked option. Here we have selected a place embedded option. Here you see new and place embedded. So in the open new place embedded window, browse and select the image file that you want to insert. So what we have to do in this open place embedded window, we have to browse and select the image file like this, which image you want to open on that place. So click on the place button. The image will appear in the grid. The image will appear in a grid. Now click on the image and drag it to the point where you want to place it in within the canvas. So on the canvas area where you want to place the image, you can drag it. You can resize the image by dragging one of its corner. To rotate the image, hover near the corner node till the rotate cursor appears, and then you drag it to rotate the image in the clockwise direction or in the anti-clockwise direction with this handle, rotation handle. So when you are satisfied with the placement, size and rotation of the image, double click on the image. Means when you are satisfied with the place where you have placed that place is the correct place, and the size of the image is also correct, and the rotation of the image is also correct, that the image is in good position. So then only you can make then you make a double click on the image to confirm it. Now you will find that a new layer appears in the layers panel where the image is placed. See, you will find the new layer, that is the new layer image 2. If the layers panel is not visible, then select the window tab and there will find the option layers. Click on the layers panel will appear. Now how you save the file? So to save the document, click on the file tab. There on the file tab you will find the option save option. Click on the save, or the save as dialog box will appear. Choose the location where you want to save it and specify a name in the file name text box, and after that you have to click on the save option. Now how you close a file? Click on the file menu, there you will find the option close option. File will be closed when you click on the close option. How you open any existing file? Click on the file menu and select the open option. The open dialog box will appear. Now browse and select the desired file which you want to open and click on the open button. So that file will be open. Now reveal the hidden tools. Some of the tools have a small white triangle at the bottom right corner indicating that more tools of the same kind are available in the pop-up menu. So when you click on it to view these hidden tools, so you have to click on this triangle button, so you'll get the more tools. Now a selected area is indicated on the screen by blinking selection border called marquee. Whatever area you select, a blinking selection border will appear, that is called the marquee which you have selected. Now selection tools. Selection tools are used to select an image or a part of it to perform cut operation. So if you want to cut a certain part of the image with the help of the selection tool, first you select it and after that you cut it or crop it. You can copy the selection selected part. You can edit the selected part, or retouching operations means modifying, giving some more colors that you can do it, or beautifying the image part. Following are the various selection tools in Photoshop. One is the rectangular or marquee tool used for the selection. See, it is used to select an image or a part of it in a rectangular, square, elliptical shape, or as a row or column that is 1 pixel wide. Let me show you that whether it is Adobe Photoshop is present in my laptop or not. If it will be there, I'll open it and show you. Adobe Reader is there. Adobe Photoshop. Not available. Okay. So click on the rectangular marquee tool in the tools panel. The cursor appears as a crosshair sign. Now place the cursor on the image. Click and hold the left mouse button and then drag the marquee, and after that like this you drag the marquee so that in the rectangular portion will be selected. So press the cursor on the image, click and hold the left mouse button and then drag out a marquee to select the required part of the picture. As you see, the first penguin, this much portion is selected. This is the blinking border. Okay, like this you will find the blinking border. See the rectangular marquee tool. One is the elliptical marquee tool, single row marquee tool, single column marquee tool. These four types of the rectangular marquee tools are there. Now you will notice that a dashed border has covered the selected dashed border has covered the selected object as shown in figure. Now right click on the image layer and select the rasterize layer and press the delete key. Notice the selected part of the image will be deleted. So right click on the image layer, context menu will open, select the rasterize layer and press the delete key. That portion will be deleted. So to collapse or expand all the panel icons in a column, click on double arrow at the top of the top. So it will expand all the panel icons. So to collapse and expand an expanded panel back to its icon, click on its tab, its icon or the double arrow in the panel title bar. That will be unexpanded. Now a dock, what is dock? Dock is a collection of panels displayed together. So many panels are there which is displayed together generally in a vertical orientation. If you can dock or undock the panels by moving them in or out of a dock, that also we can do. Now you see, do not save the edited image as it will spoil the original one. So don't save the edited image. Now the next is the lasso tool. This is also three type lasso tool: polygon lasso tool and magnetic lasso tool. So the lasso tool is a bunch of three very useful tools used for the freehand selections. One is the lasso tool, second polygon lasso tool, third magnetic lasso tool. Now following are the steps, follow these steps to select a part of the image using the lasso tool. So open any image, click on the tiny black triangle on the lasso tool icon or right click on the icon. The three types of the lasso tool will appear. So how you use the lasso tool? Select the lasso tool, choose one of the selection options from the options bar, click and drag the mouse around the part of the image to be selected and mark the selection. See here. So the flowers border is selected with help of the lasso tool. If your selection is not curved, so use the lasso tool. See here the flowers leaves are outer portion is curved shape. Raise the mouse at the end point, you will notice the selection as shown in the figure with the dashed border. Now how we use the polygon lasso tool? Polygon lasso tool. It helps to make the freehand selection, but its contour is made up of straight elements. Select the polygonal lasso tool. Specify the options using the options bar. Click on the image at any point near the object to be outlined. Click at the position where you want the first state segment to end. Keep clicking to set the next endpoints of the subsequent segments until the whole object is outlined. Close the contour by clicking at the starting point. So see here from it is started selection with the polygon lasso tool. Now you click on the image at any point near the object to be outlined. Here you click one time, so a certain portion it will be outlined. Now again you click, keep clicking to set the next endpoints of subsequent segment until the whole object is outlined. So this is all for the today's students. So the remaining topic we will study in the next class. So the syllabus for your half yearly exam is lesson 1 to 6, and the answers of lesson 4, 5 and 6 I have posted on the Google Classroom. From there you can note down the answers and you can complete your computer notebook. Okay. So thank you for your kind attention.